Ja, und damit sage ich wieder Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Folge Casey Rain. Wir haben ja einige mysteriöse Erlebnisse im Wald hinter uns und ich bin mir nach wie vor nicht sicher, ob sie damit zu tun haben, dass wir doch heimlich was von der Blume genascht haben oder ob sie tatsächlich passiert sind. Deswegen habe ich auch ein bisschen Angst vor dem nächsten Schritt. Wir wollten ja ins Krankenhaus fahren. Wer weiß, ob sie uns dort gleich da behalten, aber es hilft ja nichts, weil wir haben ja definitiv herausgefunden, dass uns der weitere Weg über die Bilder von Lilly führen wird, beziehungsweise Lillys Bilder, wie ich schon mal vermutet habe, der Schlüssel sind, dass wir herausfinden, wie es weitergeht. Und deswegen müssen wir unbedingt mit Wade sprechen. Und deswegen fahren wir erstmal zur Klinik. Der Typ sieht so aus, als ob wir den kennen.
Yep, it's full of trash. Figure that.
Der ist, von dem ich vermute, dass es ist, sollte der doch eigentlich im Krankenhaus sein.
Thanks.
Ah, im Krankenhaus. Im Gefängnis. Auch Eingang. Vielleicht sehen die Penner hier auch einfach alle gleich aus.
It's that homeless guy who helped me distract Lenny.
Wirklich dasselbe.
We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic then.
So cold. Like a stake through the heart.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
All right, I'm Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
So, what's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah, don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies. The Silence of the Lambert, Jacob's Bladder, The Usual Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
Not ringing any bells.
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
Ja, dann gehen wir doch mal die Liste wieder durch. Schauen wir mal, was er weiß.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
I most certainly do.
What? Tell me.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
Oh, just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted by aliens.
I should have known better.
Oh, I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war. But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
Ja, ehrlich gesagt habe ich an die Option ja auch schon gedacht, bloß ob die wirklich Sinn macht, da bin ich mir noch nicht so wirklich sicher.
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
Really? What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't, like, people-friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She could sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam. Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Ah, why do I even bother? Do you know who Charles Wade is?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
Okay, das werden wir hoffentlich in Kürze selber rausfinden.
What do you know about Lily Meyer's art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac the priest is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really. I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it. He's a friendly guy.
All right, I might do that.
Okay, damit haben wir zumindest schon mal den ersten Punkt, der uns dann tatsächlich in der Kirche vielleicht weiterhilft. Ich will eigentlich gar nicht wissen, was er darüber weiß, aber...
I don't need to ask him about that.
Okay, da sind wir uns offensichtlich einig.
Okay, that's enough serious questions for now.
Gut.
Alrighty.
Dann...
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
Tell me about The Silence of Lambert.
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love needs no communication at all. He marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, Consuelo Lambert Vasquez. Based on a true story.
I'm not sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder. During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny. Sadly, before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic behavior. After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week, and he dies from a ruptured bladder.
Ja.
Give me the rundown on The Usual Surprises.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
Natural Bald Killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair. Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on the operating table.
Give me the rundown on The
sorry.
Usual Surprises.
Das hatten
A
wir schon.
lighthearted comedy taking place during a surprise birthday party. The story is told from 8 different perspectives. The movie ends. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
Yep, das hatten wir schon. Versehentlich nochmal drauf geklickt.
Oh, never mind.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye.
Gut, immerhin hat er uns eine Spur geliefert, die zur Kirche führt. Aber wir waren ja eigentlich wegen Wait hier.
A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year. Was expecting plastic, but this looks like a real plant. I can't read it from here. Rows and columns of files. Probably easier to use the computer if I need to do some digging.
Da wird sie mal mit Sicherheit nicht begeistert sein.
No thanks. Women's magazines make my brain melt. Uncomfortable, hard plastic chairs. It's like they're intentionally trying to keep people out. No point. I wouldn't even know what room to go to.
Das war fast abzusehen. Dann probieren wir doch mal.
A computer. They likely keep records of their patients on it.
Genau. Und vermutlich können wir da nicht einfach dran rumhacken, solange die Schwester da hockt.
She looks bored out of her mind. Pretty understandable, to be honest. Excuse me, nurse? Hey, nurse!
Yeah?
Somebody around here hates their job.
No shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of her somehow.
Müssen wir wohl, aber ich weiß noch nicht genau. Eine anfangen zu rauchen, dann holt sie wahrscheinlich auch den Sicherheitsdienst.
I wish, but she'd just call security on me. Pretty sure she would object to that.
Okay, vielleicht funktioniert ja der Trick aus dem Gefängnis.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi!
So, how good an actor are you?
The best! The very best!
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it! She always gave me these strange looks. I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Tja, da würde ich doch spontan auf den mit dem epileptischen Anfall tippen.
How about The Usual Surprises?
Business as usual.
Ob das Ganze funktioniert.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's that smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
That wasn't really an electrifying performance. I'll have to intervene somehow.
Ah, okay. Ich habe da eine fiese Idee.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi!
Hey, how about another show?
Sure. Any suggestions?
How about the usual surprises?
Business as usual. I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's that smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing.
Nurse, he's seizing!
Oh shit!
La la.
Man, I feel like a total jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Ja, aber immerhin sollte uns das Zugriff auf den Computer verschaffen. Und ja, ob und was wir da dann finden, würde ich sagen, schauen wir uns in der nächsten Folge an. Bis dahin sage ich wie immer danke fürs Zuschauen, macht's gut und ciao ciao.